and it got worse again. So I threw up 4 times every 20 minutes last night. I haven't eaten in 2 days now. I'm just gonna sleep and get through it. I just can't eat. It's a pain in the arse. I'm gonna get to the top of that mountain if it's the last thing I do. Hello and welcome to Tanzania. We're here for many things, but the first of which is to climb Mount Kilimanjaro. The climb starts in less than 24 hours, and the closer it gets, the less nervous and the more excited I get. There's a few different routes up the mountain you can take, and I've elected for the Machame Route, and we're doing it over 7 days, so you can climb the mountain between 6 and 10 days roughly. Acclimatization is your biggest enemy, so it's 5,900, just under 5,900 meters in total, and anything over 4,000 is where you're going to start to feel altitude sickness if you don't acclimatize appropriately. So it's a new test for me. The longest I've spent in a tent before is 2 consecutive days, and the longest I've spent in a tent on a mountain is 1 night. This is going to be 7 days, 6 nights, and the highest I've been to is 4,100, and now we're ramping that all the way up to almost 5,900. So I'm excited to see how we fare and just experience the beauty of the mountain as well. It's the tallest mountain on the continent and the tallest freestanding mountain in the world. And it's the least popular season for climbing as well. So we're in the middle of April now, and it's part of their peak rainy season, but obviously I'm always blessed with the weather on this channel, so don't worry about that. Famous last words, touch wood. So yeah, we should have the mountain, obviously not to ourselves, but with many less climbers than you would typically expect, as thousands of people attempt to climb this mountain every year. What could possibly go wrong? Right, that's enough chat. I'm gonna pick up on the mountain. So yeah, I'll see you at the base tomorrow morning, and we'll be cracking on with it. So, we've just made it through the Machame gate. We've arrived. We're the only people through the Machame gate today. Just the 2 of us. Oh yeah, by the 2 of us, who do I mean? We got Val. 8 porters, which is crazy. Val, you've never had porters like this before, have you?
I'm porting myself now.
Yeah. 2 guides. Yourself, Oliver.
Yes.
And then we have Walter as well. And that's the team, yeah?
And chef.
Oh yeah, chef, of course.
Valentin, Walter, Jude,
Good.
Emmanuel, Joeli, Boniface, Joseph, Provider, Kelvin,
Julius,
Oliver.
And how far today? 11 kilometers?
11 kilometers, yes.
And we've dodged the rain. No rain all week, huh?
It depends about the weather.
We will see. So today, as you can see, we're in Rainforest all day. We go from 1,800 meters to 2,800, and we sleep at 2,800 tonight. And it's 1:30, so we've got another, what, 4 hours?
5 hours.
5 hours, let's do it. Not too steep though, is it, Val?
For now.
These trees are beautiful. Halfway for the day. So we made it to Machame camp, end of day 1. It is 4 PM. Setting up here for the night. Sunset is around 6:30, so we're gonna get unpacked, get some food in, and then get some sleep. If you come in peak season, which is like July, June, July is the busiest, then you were saying that this is completely full, right? Like the campsite, but now we're the only people. Pretty cool, VIP experience. Do you feel rich?
It is.
All right, tents up, not much of a setup, but here's the plan of action. So still in the kit from today. We'll get some water for washing now, just to like wash ourselves down. And then put some dry clothes on that haven't been sweat through. Get nice and warm, put some layers on. Grab some dinner. Only day 1, but these things are an absolute godsend. So glad I picked them up. You can wash without any water. Good purchase. So I was just about to do a bit to camera to explain how I feel a bit weird about having porters do everything for me, because it's my first time having porters. And look what we've just walked into, a pre-dinner snack in a personalised blue tent, popcorn for 2. Very romantic. Come in, Val, have a look. All the stuff that gets brought up.
Oh my god, and this, like the metal plate and everything. What the hell? You're with you in your group. No.
Day 2 breakfast going down. Porridge, an unknown type of porridge. Yeah, what is that? Tastes okay. Yeah, oh yeah, the pancakes are good with nothing on. And then bread, and we've had an egg each. Biggest raven I've ever seen. On the road again. Meet Walter. We've got Walter today. You've not met him yet.
Yeah.
So 2 guides and we're alternating. You're the best in the business, yeah?
Yeah. The best one.
So we go from 2.8 to 3.8 today.
3.8.
Do we go to 4 and then come down again?
There is at some point.
Yeah.
On the way it's 4,000, almost 4,000.
Okay.
So
Up and then.
yes, from there we're just gonna go down to 3,870.
Cool.
Yeah.
And we're in Moorland all day, yeah, like this. Nice, let's do it. So we're 30 minutes in now to day 2 and we're above all the low hanging clouds, and it's the first view we've had so far, and it's quite a spectacular one. Crazy. So we have about an hour and a half to go because we're smashing the pace, and we're at this beautiful spot. The sun's come out, you can see for a couple of kilometers in each direction, and you've got the snowy peak up there. Like beautiful, staring into the abyss over there. Such stunning landscape everywhere you turn. We've obviously made it through the forest and we're coming towards the end of the bushland now, but it's still changing depending on how far into the bushland we get. And what's the name of it?
Obsidian rock.
Obsidian.
Yeah. It's been used in the stone tools
Yeah.
to make things like our arrow use. So you can see it's make it very sharp.
So we're at the highest point of the day now. We're just shy of 4,000 meters. So we're going to send 200 meters now to sleep for the camp. Good stuff. Easy day, day 2, nearly done. Welcome to camp 2. Second day complete. Bit of cloud, it might rain for a bit, and then hopefully it will open up into a lovely view.
I'll just give you some of this as well.
Yeah, thank you. Best lunch you've ever had at 4,000 meters.
The moment you pull out diamond.
It's in power. You're not careful.
Yeah.
Good morning and welcome to the start of day 3. So as you know, we slept at 3,800 meters today. It's 6 AM currently. See that glacier up there? It's starting to get cold. It's warm enough in the sleeping bag, but my God, once you get out of it in the morning, you got to wrestle your mind a little bit. And it rained a lot yesterday, but in the mornings, 6 AM to like 1 PM, it's normally crystal clear. So check out this morning view we've got. Absolutely blessed before we kick off day 3. Definitely colder this morning, but we've got a genius plan for the porridge. This is what happens when you're doing more than one day on a mountain. You start to optimize your nutrition. So this is the porridge in there. And if you add this to it, you're in for a treat, a chocolatey treat. Isn't that right, Val? But Val can't do it because he's on a no added sugar diet at the moment. The silence speaks words. Now, 1 heaped teaspoon. Oh yeah, get in there, you. Maybe too much. Yeah, look, it's mixing now. Oh, 5-star resort.
Looks delicious.
Yeah, slightly better. Oh yeah, that feels good. Yeah.
All right.
The new record has begun. Just hit 4,100 meters. 500 to go to get to the peak altitude for the day. Yeah. 4,300 meters. in the clouds on the way to Lava Tower. Lava Tower, the highest point for the day at 4,600 is this over here. You can just about see the ice, the snow cap behind the clouds over there. Having fun?
Yes, I'm fine.
We're okay, no headaches, all good.
Everything's good.
Yeah. Normally, what percentage of clients have headaches right now, you think?
Yes.
How many people have headaches?
Many.
Many?
Yes, because of the altitude.
Maybe like,
yes.
what percentage?
Like 75.
Really, have headache already?
When you go to the Lava Tower.
At the Lava Tower. So we'll see if it hits us by then. But yeah, I'm very happy with how I feel. How my heart rate's below 120. Like obviously slight fatigue and breathing long and deep, but brain still works, you know?
Yes.
Feels good. And others are just behind. Lava Tower complete, 4,600 meters. We're going to acclimatise here for half an hour, chill out, take a rest, do some breathing. Because we're so high up now, there's no parasites or animals that can live and contaminate the water, so it's safe to drink from this height, which is pretty handy. Natural spring water. Thank you, water. Day 3 finished. Yeah. So we are back in our safe space again in the blue hut. We've made it to the resting place for the evening. It's about 1:30 p.m. and we're sleeping at 3.9 today. So we started at 3.7 this morning, up to 4.6, back down to 3.9, and I didn't feel any issues at all altitude wise, but coming back down to this height, Val and I have both started to feel a tiny bit of a head pressure going on, but it's good that we're kind of sleeping at a similar height both days, and that acclimatization will do us well as the next couple of days progress. And so yeah, getting a proper wash in now, because we haven't really had the chance to wash properly. It's just been baby wipes so far. So we've got some boiled water down there, and we're gonna grab our kit, lather up, not together, we'll do it separately, and
Let's see.
and chill for the evening, and the views should open up later on into the afternoon, or if not, then tomorrow morning. All right, just keeping it real. So it's the night of day 3, and I felt it's just the altitude sickness started to get me. Initially it was headache, and then it turned into like stomach. About an hour and a half ago it was stomach, so I haven't eaten dinner, and it was kind of like, didn't know whether it needed to come out the top or the bottom. Turns out I've done both now, so I'm surprised that the altitude's hit me already at this height, but we'll keep pushing on. I don't have like a searing headache or anything, and I don't have the need to consistently throw up, so I think it was just a bit of discomfort. We'll get some sleep in tonight, and then hopefully back to usual business tomorrow morning. All right, bye. Good morning, my friends. As you could see, I wasn't in the best of spirits last night when I took that last video. Threw up outside the dinner tent and didn't have any dinner. Then felt slightly better, got into my tent for bed, and it got worse again. So I threw up 4 times every 20 minutes last night from about 9 till 10:30. And then it subsided. I was able to keep down about 50 ml of water, 500 ml of water like throughout the night. I would just like sip when I had a dry mouth. And I feel better now. I've got pain behind my eyes, but that's most likely because of the throwing up rather than the actual altitude. No major headache. So if you'd asked me at 9:30, 10 p.m. yesterday where I'd have any chance of getting to the top up here. So beautiful. So we're going. If you'd asked me if I had any chance yesterday, I would have said no, because I've literally kept no water or food in from yesterday morning. Since yesterday morning, but now I feel better. I'm going to pop a quarter Diamox. I think there's no chance I get up there unless I take one, well, a quarter, so that will help with getting acclimatized. And we're only sleeping 200 meters higher tonight than we did last night. Yeah, feeling good, feeling pumped, and just need to make sure I can hold some water and food down and just get acclimatized as quick as possible. But yeah, it's all part of the journey, isn't it? I really hope I can make it up to the top. I was so scared last night. I thought honestly 0% chance of making it, but yeah, let's see what we can do. I'm alive. Still alive.
Morning.
I bet you were worried about me last night.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I managed to drink 500 ml, half a litre. view is silly. So we've made it to the top of the Branco wall, which is our maximum altitude for the day. We just need to head along that way to the camp now. Altitude is no joke. 1 all left. Getting there. Good morning, it's the start of day 5 already. I can't believe how quick it's going. So yeah, I didn't talk to Cameron much last night when we got into camp. So we stayed at around 4,000 meters yesterday and then had to traverse this valley down there and then back up here again to stay at around 4,000 meters again so that we can stay at 4.6 tonight and then get to 5.8 in the early hours of tomorrow. So in 24 hours, theoretically, we should be done. Why didn't I talk to Cameron much yesterday? The nausea stayed with me quite badly. So I haven't eaten now in 48 hours pretty much. Still managing to get some fluids in to maintain the fluid level, but yeah, just don't feel hungry at all. And it's as soon as I stopped yesterday, felt fine on the move, and then as soon as we stopped and got here, nausea just creeps up, and then I threw up only once last night. Tried to get dinner in and then body just rejected it, which is an improvement on the night before where we threw up like 7 times. So right now I feel okay. Obviously I'm chatting away, I had a good sleep, slept from like 8 PM to 6 AM. I'm going to get to the top of that mountain if it's the last thing I do. So feeling much better now. The caffeine and ibuprofen has hit. We've been going for what, an hour? 1 hour, and we can see tonight's camp where we're going to get a bit of sleep before heading off up there at midnight. We're going to do it. It's 11:15 now. We made it to 4,600 meters and we're resting now until tomorrow when we're going to go up there to 5,900. Just thought I'd have a little chat before the nausea creeps in any further, but it's better than it was this time yesterday. Sun's out as well. Scenery's just incredible. Look at the clouds. Yeah, I don't want to dehydrate from the sun, so just gonna go and set myself up in the tent now, rest, try and eat some lunch in a bit, and then crack on tomorrow morning. Let's get it. Yeah, this is how it's gonna be, I think. No appetite still. Nausea's okay. Yeah, it's 12:30 now, so like midday. I'm just gonna sleep and get through it. I just can't eat. It's a pain in the arse, but it is what it is. On this mountain once, we're gonna get it. So I said I'd pick up at 11, but it's actually 3:30 now. All of a sudden, I don't know what's changed, but I've just completely adjusted. So I'm feeling really strong, feeling really happy at this altitude. Don't have any nausea anymore, and I can feel my appetite coming back. So I should be able to get some food down tonight. And yeah, we'll leave at about midnight tonight to get to the summit for sunrise. So all is well. Thank you to this man for helping me along the way. Yeah. And the porters, just a quick word on the porters, because I haven't spoken about the team at all much really, but it's incredible the job that they do, and I underestimated how much help you need, especially when it's your first time at this kind of altitude, because like everything from, you know, boiling, even just boiling water, like fetching water, setting up the tents and stuff after a long day, getting them up quickly in the rain, preparing the food, like there's so much that goes into it, and yeah, it's crucial. That's why we've had such a big team and it's gone so well. So big thank you to Mafie Adventures. I've put all of their details in the description. That's the company that we're doing it with. Thoroughly recommend them if you do a Kili expedition of your own. So yeah, check them out in the description. All right, see you at midnight. Good morning. Looks like I'm about to tell you a horror story. Look at that flattering light. It's the big day, the final boss day. It is 12:30 currently. Woke up about 15 minutes ago. I'm going to set off at 1 AM. And yeah, let's get to the top. That's the plan. Just get a few biscuits in now, get some water in, and then get going. So the idea is we're going to get up for sunrise, which is about 6:30. Just going to go pole pole, which is Swahili for slowly, slowly. Just try and stay nice and warm. Got 3 layers on my socks, 4 on my bottom, and 4 on my up top as well. Anything else to tell you? Probably not. I feel good, don't feel too nauseous. So yeah, let's take it easy and let's have fun out there, shall we?
Banger after banger after banger.
Hello, so it's 4:45. We're doing slower for pace than expected. It's just so difficult with the amount of air, the lack of air. Val has gone ahead with Oliver and I'm down here with Walter and we're going to get through it. We're looking to be on for about half an hour after sunrise, which is pretty cool, warm us up to get to the top. That's all for now. I'm just going to keep plugging on and I'm going to pick up as soon as the light comes out.
Oh man, that was harder than I thought it was going to be. We've still got some work to do. We're at 5.7, 5.6 and we got to do another 100 meters round to Uhuru Point, which is up here. Ibuprofen is wearing off now. A little bit of a headache starting, but we're very nearly there. Just a couple of 100 meters to go. And that, look at those ice caps. Not much further. Let's go home, shall we, chaps?
Yes, we are taking one last picture. Then we are off.
So there you go. What a wild ride that was, eh? I'm back on solid ground now. Well, the mountain is solid ground, but you know what I mean. I'm back in Arusha town and I need to debrief you on what happened because you're probably wondering why I stopped the video there and what happened after. So I'm going to tell you that. I'm going to tell you all the lessons learned from that hike and I'm going to tell you what I've got coming up next. But first, before I do that, the number one thing that you can do to help me if you enjoyed this video, aside from obviously liking the video and subscribing to the channel, is please share it with a mate. If you've enjoyed me taking you on this adventure and you want someone else to share that joy, then please share the video with them. It helps grow the channel and this community and it helps me fulfill my long-term dreams of turning this into a full-time profession, so I really appreciate that. Okay, cool. So now, without further ado, what happened after the camera shut off? So you know by now, I bloody went on about it long enough. I didn't really eat. As of the end of day 3, for the rest of the trip, I really struggled to eat, and so I went over 48 hours without any food in total, and basically from that day 3 onwards, I was just eating like highly refined sugars, and that was pretty much it. That was all I could stomach, sugars and waters. And so we get to the top, you could see I was sucking the air in as best I could. It was incredible to feel that oxygen difference. That was the first time I've really felt it, more so on that summit day than any other day prior. And as you saw as well from the hikes, even on no food, like it was very straightforward. Every single day was easy, to be honest, especially the first 4 days, like not a struggle at all if you've done any hiking before. It was only when we came into that summit morning day when I was a bit depleted and we had a bit of a mission on our hands, and yeah, I was in a bit of a mental hole. Getting up there, that 6-hour hike in the dark was rivaled the difficulty of that marathon, to be honest, the London Marathon I did in October. So yeah, not easy by any means. So yeah, we get to the top, we're descending down the scree. As you can see, it's like sliding down, especially in that that volcano scree. You get that on the edge of most volcanoes. So we're sliding down back to 4,600 meters where we started that morning ascent, and we intended to stop for breakfast there. So I originally was doing the 7-day route, I was going to have breakfast there and then descend to 3,000 meters, then make it all the way down the following morning, so stay another night on the mountain. But I got down there at like whatever it was, 9 or 10 a.m. and I still couldn't eat. I literally was sat there looking at my breakfast and thinking like there's no way I can put that inside my body. So I knew I needed to get off the mountain. I wasn't going to recover at all that night, like not eating and barely drinking as well. I say barely drinking because the nearest stream was at the previous camp, and so we were a bit in no man's land, so I was a bit dehydrated at that point. So I thought, okay, I'm gonna get off the mountain now. So that's what we did. We descended the full 4,000 meters, all the way from 5,900 to 1,800 in a single day. And luckily my knees were fine, so got on with it all right. Just absolutely exhausted at the end. Had the best bottle of Fanta that I've had in my entire life, and then downed like 4 or 5 liters of water, and then started to recover. Got my appetite back as soon as we got on land. Dry, say land like I was at sea, but yeah, dry land. And that's where we left things really. So I wish I could say I enjoyed all of it. I enjoyed some of it, but it was more of a mission than I expected. But the good news is I kind of found my altitude limit. So I didn't take any Diamox or plan to take any Diamox in the run up to this. But as soon as we got to Lava Tower on that 3rd day, that's obviously when the acclimatization issues hit. So I started at 1,000 meters is where Arusha is, so I'd been there for a day. Then we drove to 1,800 in a single day, and then hiked to 2,800 in a single day. So on that day 1, I'd done 1,800 meters of ascent. Then in that 2nd day, we go from 2.8 to 3.8, so that's another 1,000 meters of ascent. And then in that 3rd day, we don't sleep at 4.6, but obviously we went up to it, so we went from 3.8 to 4.6, which is another 800 meters of ascent before we then came back down to sleep again. And that triple header of over 1,000 meters average ascent a day obviously sent me. So I know that once I get to, you know, the 4.6 region is where I start to feel altitude sickness in terms of nausea. Very happy that I had no head issues at all. Like the only head issues were related to the nausea, no headaches, just a light tingle. Even on summit day, it was just a light tingle, it wasn't a major concern. So I'm very happy with that. It's just managing that mountain sickness in terms of nausea and my rate of ascent going forwards when we go on to higher mountains. Another lesson learned, you saw I acquired a red hood by the end of the hike. Very kindly of Val, he lent that to me. That was his. All I brought was that very thin balaclava, the thing I use for skydiving, and then a normal black beanie and my waterproof hood. Idiot. Minus 15 degrees. I think that's the first time I've ever been to minus 15. It never gets below like minus 3 or so in England. Yeah, it's cold, mate, especially at 2 o'clock in the morning. So I need to definitely reinvest in my upper body mountain clothes. So I'm all set lower body, but that red jacket I've had for 4 years now, and that black Berghaus waterproof I've had for 7 or 8 years now. So there's going to be an upgrade. I'm going to be in some fresh garms the next time you see me on a mountain. Don't say fresh garms on YouTube, Adam. And then I need to buy a warmer hat thing, and then we'll be sound. Just for context, I had 3 layers of socks on. I had like a normal pair of socks, like a thick pair of socks, and then my waterproof socks, which are pretty good insulation. But after 4 hours of hiking in the morning, my toes were getting a bit frosty, so it just shows how cold it was up there. So as I said, I've made it pretty clear that the mountaineering's not over. I'm highly motivated for mountaineering at the moment, but as you might have noticed on this channel, I don't like to give away the surprises. I like to keep everything on tenterhooks as the weeks and months come closer together. So I will be going higher, there will be more mountaineering, there will be more 7 summits. That's all you need to know for now. So stay tuned, and I'm very excited to take you with me on that journey. But first up, if you're watching this straight away, you're a legend first and foremost, but also that means it is a Tuesday. And so I will get the next video out by Saturday. So that is a safari. We had 3 days in the Serengeti and one day in the Ngorongoro crater, and it blew my mind. It was insane. We saw a lot of cool animals, everything that you might hope to see, and it's quite an impeccable safari video. So I'm very excited to show you guys that, and it was surreal being so close to so many animals that I've only seen on TV before. So yeah, I'm gonna start editing that literally right now as soon as I turn this button off, and I'll hopefully get it popped out by Saturday for you. But yeah, as I said, the #1 thing that you can do to help me is please share this video with a mate that might enjoy it and can be part of the community. That really helps me follow my dreams, and at the very least you can like and subscribe to the channel. All right, that's the end of the adventure, so I'll see you on safari in a couple of days.
You know what to say.
Please like and subscribe. Oh, fuck. Yeah, don't put that in there.
Go on.
Wait, no, let me do it again. Please like and subscribe.
You know it's going in there.
Yeah. Fuck.